My name is Majid Hamdan. I'm 24 years old, and I'm not the type of person that shares a story with anyone or even talk about my life in public, but I do believe that some stories are worth sharing. Growing up, I think I had a pretty normal childhood, so there's not so much to talk about. The only thing I can say that I was a weird kid, still am. We all live different lives, of course, and we all have different stories and different backgrounds, but I think that if there is one thing we all have in common is that there is one moment that defines us for the rest of our life, and we never forget it. For me, there is one day that I will never forget for the rest of my life. So I just got home from school, everything seemed normal, the weather was okay, and before I got to the door, something felt wrong. I have no idea what it was, but I took a deep breath and got inside. I went to my room and opened my laptop. Nothing out of the ordinary so far. 2 hours later, I closed my laptop and it was time for lunch. Then, I immediately called an ambulance and I was waiting for them. But then I realized something very important. I have to call my mom and inform her that my dad passed away. And at the time she was outside the country. I don't know how I did it, but I called her. As soon as she picked up, she was happy. And then she sensed the tone. Something was serious. I told her, "Dad has passed away." And then I hung up. That was easily the hardest phone call I ever had to make. After that, some of my family members came to my house because I was young. I didn't know what to do because I was trying to realize what just happened. After realizing what happened, I said to myself, I'll just take my time to process this and grieve. And I think any person that goes through the same thing or anything similar, they would think that this is the hardest thing they will ever go through. But unfortunately, I was wrong. The next day, my dad's death became an afterthought. The next day I went to my dad's office and he had a lot of papers and files which included some things he owned and our family papers. So I looked at his office and it was empty. And then I was like, hold on a second. His office is never empty. And I realized something very important. The last person that I saw was someone from my family. And he was sitting right here in his office. People who did that are supposed to be my family. Family, right? They say that family is always there for you, but what do you call people who take everything away from you? So I went to the bank and they all said that his accounts are empty, which sounded suspicious. So after that, I went to court so I can sort everything out. They didn't even look at me. They just dismissed the whole case and told me we can't help you. Then it all started to make sense. The person that took our papers called my mom and he told her, listen, from now on, I'm the one who's in charge here. Anything you do has to go through me. And my mom was surprised. She didn't know what to say. So now, if we needed any kind of help, we have to inform the person. And it wasn't like he's doing this with good intentions. No, no, no. He was trying to control everything in our life and do whatever he pleases to do. That's it. He first asked me for my signature to become my guardian. Then he told me to give him my passport. After that, he told me to give him my birth certificate and everything that belongs to my family. So the conclusion is, if I needed any sort of help, I had to ask him. And then he would ask me, how would that benefit me? So I had to give him something in return. He wasn't concerned about our situation or try to make it better. He just wanted to control us. The next day, he decided to visit my school.
Do you know Majid?
Yes, I do. It's unfortunate what happened to his father.
Can you show me his file?
And why would I do that, if I may ask?
Because I am the one who's responsible for him from now on. I am his legal guardian. Any situation regarding Majid, you inform me. I am the one that you should be informing.
I'm sorry, sir, but as a principal of this school, I can't just give the papers of any student to anyone who comes into my office, you know? I have to see some kind of documentation, some kind of proof that you're actually his guardian.
You want evidence, but honestly, I don't see how this situation is any of your business. This is my business, not yours.
So you're just expecting me to just listen to you without asking any questions?
Last time I checked, I am the one who walked into this office asking the questions.
So let me get this straight. You want to be the one responsible for Majid right now, right?
Yes.
Okay, well, I didn't want to mention this to the family, but since you want to be in charge, this is the statement of fees for Majid, right? And I've been nice enough to let them slide for now, but since you want to be in charge, then you can be my guest.
There is nothing I could do, and it felt like everything in life was against me. I don't like to play the victim, but this is how it felt. And one of the saddest feelings is when your home doesn't feel like home anymore. After everything that happened, my mom told me that she wanted to talk to me, and she explained everything. She told me that she had a plan, which is basically to move out of the country because nothing is working out anymore. Of course, me being the 15-year-old, I just got mad and told her, no way. I have friends and family, or at least that's what I thought. Then he found out that we're moving, and he told someone, who is she to take my kids away from me? I never knew that person, and he was never a part of my life. Now he suddenly says that he doesn't want us to move. We sold our house and my dad's car, and we just moved out of the country. Everything was moving so fast. I wanted to say, just stop. I want to process what's happening. So now I'm starting a new life that is supposed to be better, right? But unfortunately it wasn't. I got to a new school, and what do you know? I got bullied.
Go back to your country, you idiot!
I hated myself, and I blamed everything on myself. I started looking at myself, and I just got disgusted. I told myself, look at you. You're just a skinny kid that is nice. In fact, you're too nice, and people walk all over you. And you're supposed to be the man of the house, right? And you're nothing. That's it. Nobody likes you, and nobody cares about you. People are talking about me in school, and they're judging me because of how I look or where I'm from. I got so depressed that people noticed some changes in me. It was like I was walking with a dark cloud above me. I felt so alone. Don't get me wrong, I had friends, but it didn't feel like it. Because I would always go out and feel like I can't talk or share anything without being judged. So I would just go along with it, and then I decided not to go out anymore or talk because it's hard to explain it. I tried contacting some friends from home, but they had enough and didn't want to speak to me anymore because I was too negative. There was a joke between my friends about how I'm a dramatic person and I exaggerate everything, and every time they would see me or talk to me, they would mention it, and it hurt because they had no idea how much my life was affected and how they think it's funny, but it wasn't funny at all. And I have zero respect for anyone who makes fun of depression or makes fun of people who are depressed. It took me years to understand what was happening and how to deal with it. But once I understood it, I completely changed. It helped me mature, and it made me depend on myself instead of waiting for someone to help me. The reason I told this story, not because I want to motivate people or inspire them, or maybe write a motivational quote over here, or maybe a motivational hashtag over here, because let's be honest, everyone is an influencer nowadays, everyone is a motivational speaker, right? And the thing is, people exaggerate everything when it comes to negativity, even positivity. And I think what's missing nowadays is just being real. And that's exactly what I want to do, just be real. The thing is, life is not always white and it's not always black. Just like there are good times, there are bad times. And I'm not the type of person that trusts anyone. That's why I have a small circle when it comes to friends. And this is what this experience taught me. It's not about how many friends you have and how many people you know. It's about who are there when you need them. When you go through something, who's going to be with you and who's not. And I don't believe in family or friends or whatever you want to call them. To me, they're just labels. It's either people who care about you or people who don't. It's as simple as that. I've been blessed with the gift of knowing all these amazing people that are a big part of my life. They bring me joy whenever I think about them. And I really can't help it but smile every time I see them or look at them. And they have a very special place in my heart. People that I can call brothers. People that I can call sisters. I love all of them. If there is one word that I can end the story with, it's gratitude. I'm grateful for everything that I have, and I'm grateful for everything that I've been through. The good, the bad, the ugly. Because if it wasn't for these moments, I wouldn't have been the person that I am today. If you're going through something right now, I just want you to know that we all struggle, we all go through some stuff. And I just want you to know that you're not alone.